So we're here at Red Hill Cutlery again. We're talking to Joe, and we're here to talk about the Groman Canadian belt knife and the evolution of it. So I was down at the Green River Blade Club show over the weekend, and I actually lucked up and found an original #1 Canadian belt knife by Groman Russell. And basically, it's got a lot of the features of, say, like a bird and trout knife, but it's got this nice elliptical leaf-shaped blade. And there's been a lot of different companies that made it. But recently, it's come back into fashion to start remaking it with more modern materials and stuff like that. So the first one I got to handle before I ever touched an original one was the one from Cold Steel. So if you take a look at it to compare them side by side, they're really close.
They're pretty close in shape, but the Cold Steel, it's not full tang the way the original is.
Right.
It also comes in the Cold Steel version comes in on German 4116 steel. Typically, Cold Steels come in AUS 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of a lower end, but still serviceable steel.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they keep their prices pretty low.
Yeah.
And this is a fairly accurate reproduction in terms of the size. But I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, if you put them side by side, I mean that's very similar.
That's almost 1-to-1
Yeah.
in terms of the size and shape. Now, when it comes to the materials, when you mention more modern materials, Essie has now gotten into Essie has caught on to the trend, and they came out with their Canadian belt knife. It has a little bit of a shorter blade, a little bit fatter, but this one comes in Magna Cut,
Nice.
the new super steel that everybody loves, and it supposedly is able to hold up the salt water because we go through a lot of salt water. Comes with micarta handles and actually a really nice leather sheath. It's backed by Essie's no questions asked replace or fix warranty. So that's a pretty solid option.
Oh yeah, I like that they made the jimping a little bit more closer spaced together.
Yeah,
that
a little bit
feels
more fun.
Yeah, that feels a little bit better on the hand. And honestly, the handle. Tell me what you think about the handles when you hold them side by side.
Really, I think it depends on your hand shape. I like this one. It seems to fill the length of my hand better, but I feel like if my hands got sweaty, it would be sliding around a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, down here towards the center is a little bit swelled out more. So this would be a little more. If I was going to be using it in the wild, I would want something with a slightly thicker handle.
Yeah.
That doesn't really lend itself to just slipping and sliding everywhere.
For sure. And if you look where it concaves in right here, this one's got a lot more space in it than this one does. But I feel like that gives you a better, for my hand anyway, it gives it a lot better grip. It feels a lot more secure in my hand.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because the blade's a little bit shorter or because this section right here is smaller, because that's literally exactly 2 fingers space in there.
Well, you can also kind of see how they kind of how would you say it? If you look closely, you can kind of see how they made this a little more pronounced. How this blade, it's almost like they went in a little bit deeper when they were grinding it to kind of get a little bit more enforcement up there towards the top. Because this is a small, this is a whittling your firewood kind of a knife.
Work. Yeah, for sure. That and where the taper's in right here, almost like a pinch grip. They left that actually just flattened out right there. It doesn't. If you take a look at it, it doesn't taper into the little 2 triangles right there. But you can still get a good pinch grip on it even without that. So,
well, I think the blade is short enough to where you probably won't even have to do that at all.
Right. So. But yeah, I feel like that would be a great food prep knife, skinning out game, stuff like that, opening a fish up, getting your food ready around camp. But as far as like heavy duty tasks, you should leave that to a bigger knife for sure.
Oh yeah.
And that's the Canadian belt knife from Groman, Essie, and Cold Steel. Check them out.